The next morning, at exactly 7:13 a.m., Miras's phone rang again, shattering the fragile silence. Her heart leaped into her throat as Arjun's name flashed on the screen. She didn't hesitate, swiping to answer in a single, desperate motion. "Mira, I'll be home in 10 minutes. The voice was identical, the same calm, almost detached tone, the same faint echo in the background, the same deliberate pause before the words. It was as if she was replaying the call from the night before. "Arjun," Mira cried out, her voice a mix of relief and panic. "Where are you? Arjun, where were you all night? Are you okay? Please, just talk to me." But her frantic questions were met with a chilling repetition. The voice, speaking like a broken record. "Just 10 minutes. And then, just like before, the line went dead. Complete silence. A cold dread washed over Mira. She stood frozen in her living room, the phone still pressed to her ear. This wasn't normal. This couldn't be real. Her hands trembling, she immediately tried to call him back. The result was the same. The phone was switched off. The familiar automated message felt like a punch to the gut. This was more than just a bad connection or a strange prank. Something was terribly, terribly wrong. Clutching a phone, its collogue a testament to her growing nightmare, she rushed out of the house. Her only thought was the police. They had to believe her. They had to help. At the police station, she explained the situation, her words tumbling out in a frantic rush. She showed them the call log, the 2 identical calls from Arjun's number. An inspector took her phone and began to trace the call that had come in just minutes ago. He frowned at his screen, his brow furrowed in concentration. The silence in the small office stretched on, amplifying the frantic beat of Myra's heart. Finally, the inspector looked up, his expression grim. "Ma'am," he began slowly, choosing his words with care. "This call, it didn't come from your husband's SIM card." Mira stared at him, confused. "What do you mean?" "It's his number." The inspector shook his head. The call was routed to look like it was from his number, but the location it came from. He hesitated, his gaze dropping back to the monitor before meeting hers again. "It doesn't exist." "Doesn't exist? What are you talking about?" Mira's voice was barely a whisper. The inspector turned his computer screen towards her, pointing at a map marked with a blinking red dot. "There's no cell tower there. There's no network coverage for miles. The coordinates show an empty, desolate plot of land just outside the city limits. According to our records, the whole area was abandoned over 20 years ago." Mira's heart didn't just drop. It felt like it had been ripped from her chest, an empty plot. "No tower. A call from a place that didn't exist." Arjun's voice, a perfect, soulless echo, promising to be home in 10 minutes. The pieces didn't fit. They were jagged edges of an impossible puzzle. The man she loved had vanished, replaced by a ghost in the machine, a phantom voice calling from nowhere. As she stared at the blinking dot on the map, a horrifying realization began to dawn. She wasn't just looking for a missing person. She was chasing a ghost, and she had no idea what she would find if she ever caught up to it. The mystery of Arjun's disappearance had just spiraled into something far darker and more terrifying than she could have ever imagined.